In this video, we are going over the power of journaling and specifically how it can help you achieving your goals. For the past 2 years, I have been journaling every day on my goals, and I can confidently say that is the #1 thing that helped me achieving my goals. So here we will explore the many benefits of journaling for your goals. We'll explore some tips and strategies to begin with, and I will share with you my personal method to journal on goals, including my 3 phases process. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to journal for setting, tracking, and achieving your goals. Journaling has been really helpful for me in my personal growth journey, and I'm pretty sure that it can be really helpful for you too. And if I have to look back, I would say that journaling provided me with 3 main things. 1, it provided me with clarity. Overall, journaling helped me externalizing my thoughts and see things through a different perspective, so it was really beneficial for me to identify the roadblocks and think on how to move forward on my projects. Second, I would say that journaling helped me organizing my thoughts and be better at problem solving. Because when I journal on my goals, I'm able to structure and organize my thinking in a very accurate way. I am able to drill down further in my problems, identify the root causes of them, and brainstorm potential solutions. And 3, I would say that journaling was key for me in decision making, in a way that whenever I face difficult choices in my life, I always journal and write them on paper, and it helps me put distance between my emotions and my decisions. This way, I'm able to assess the pros and the cons and take my decision based on rational thinking. We all have this tendency to make decisions on the spot, and we can know that sometimes it could be really bad. So journaling helps tackle this problem. So now, why keeping a journal for goal setting? Research has shown that putting on paper your goals and planning them increases the likelihood of achieving them by 44%. And people who went one step further and found an accountability partner, could be one friend with which you talk about your goals weekly, they increase your likelihood to reach your goals by 33%. So whenever you write down your goals, create an action plan, and found an accountability partner, you increase your likelihood of success by more than 70%. And also, when it comes to neuroscience, writing down goals activates the RAS, reticular activating system in your brain, which helps your brain prioritizing on what's really important for you. So what it means is that when you write down your goals on paper, you program your brain towards achieving this goal. So now let me deep dive into the benefits of keeping a journal for your goals. So it is helping identifying what is your goal, what exactly is the thing that you want to achieve, and you can be way more specific. It is also helping a lot to understand the why. Why do you want to achieve a certain goal? And knowing the root causes and the deep aspirations you have in achieving a goal is very important, because if you don't do that, you might lose motivation over time. So having strong reasons for which you want to achieve certain goals is critical. And then the how, putting your goals on paper is going to help you articulate your goals in a very specific, detailed, and structured way. And this way you're going to have a clear roadmap for achieving your goals. It's going to help you identify what are the exact steps required for achieving this goal and gain clarity on what are the resources that you need. Could be financial, could be other persons, or anything else. You can better appreciate how far you've come. What are the efforts you've put in to achieve this goal? What did you put in place exactly? What worked and what didn't work? And this way you are in a good spot to understand better where you are right now. How did it take for you to be here at this place right now? And this way you can have a better vision on what are the most important and successful things to do to achieve your future goals. And then writing down your goals on paper helps clarifying the roadblocks. Sometimes we have limiting beliefs that prevent us from reaching our goals, taking the steps required. For example, you want to start a new business and you think, oh, maybe that's not for me, maybe I'm not good enough, I don't have the skills. And when you write your goals down on paper, you're able to see exactly what is the problem. And then when you keep thinking about it, you're like, maybe, oh, this problem is not justified at all. Also, you'll be able to see your recurring thoughts and better identify the problems. And you know, in average, we have 80,000 thoughts per day. And I'm pretty sure if I ask you now to remember 100 thoughts out of the 80,000 you had today, you won't be able to do so. So journaling is gonna help you put your finger on those thoughts and be in a better spot to solve them. Also, journaling is gonna help you clarify your vision. What is it that you want in 1 week? 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, and this way you're gonna gain clarity on your deep aspirations as well. Now, let me walk you through how to set goals in your journal. So one, start with a goal setting journaling session. Here, the main objective is to identify what are your goals. So even if you have 5, 10 or more, you write everything down on paper and be as specific as possible. Try to apply the SMART principle when setting your goals, which means that they need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So grab a notebook or your favorite note-taking app and start writing your goals. Then once you've done that, I want you to classify your goals in all the big areas of your life. So what are the areas of your life in which you have standards to maintain and in which you want to progress over time? It could be learning, relationships, personal finance, career, health, anything. So you identify those main areas of your life, and then you're gonna start putting the goals you've written down on paper and putting them in these areas of life. So it's gonna help you make sense of all the goals you've put down on paper. And if you see that there is some goals that you can't put on those buckets, maybe you should reconsider them. So now that you've done that, I want you to break down your goals into smaller, manageable steps. And for this, you want to use milestones. So let's say, for example, you want to be able to run a full marathon next year. So you're going to start setting milestones. And for example, at 6 months, you say, okay, now I'm able to run half a marathon. Then you go one step further and you say, for example, in 1 month, I want to be able to have completed 12 running sessions, for example, and then go one step further and you can say in 1 week, I want to be able to have completed 3 running sessions. And for your daily milestone, you can say, okay, today I want to be able to complete 1 full running session and a 15-minute stretching routine. So basically in your journal, you're gonna have different layers of time. You're gonna have days, weeks, month, and year. And I have a bonus for you. I have created a template for you that you can download directly in the description. So now let's deep dive on how to journal daily. You want to be able to prepare for your day and see what you want to achieve. And at the end of the day, the objective is to be able to see and have a retrospective on what happened today, what went well, what went bad, and how you can adjust and keep moving forward. So every morning you want to write your main priorities of the day. Could be 5 priorities that you want to achieve today. So a few examples of prompts here you can use. What are my priorities for today? And what are the 5 things I want to achieve today? Then during the day, this phase is really important and no one talks about it. During the day, it is very important to brain dump your thoughts. What's happening in your mind when it comes to this goal? You're gonna have ideas that gonna pop up. You're gonna have like blocks, questions, anything. You need to write everything down, because if you don't do it, your thoughts are gonna go away. Remember, 80,000 thoughts per day, and we're not able to remember 100 at the end of one day. So here a good prompt to use is, what am I thinking about? And the key here is to reduce the friction. You want to be able to make it as easy as possible, because if it's hard for you to brain dump, you just won't do it. So you want to have a journal handy, really easy. You can take it and write down your thoughts, or you can have a note-taking app ready for you, and whenever you have a thought, boom, you can write it on your phone. What I like to do personally is adding widgets on my phone. With my widgets, I'm able to access my note-taking app very quickly and very easily, and it reduces the friction a lot. And writing down what went well, what went bad, and do this retrospective is going to be very helpful for you to learn quickly and adapt and move forward. And then one thing I like to do as well is to write down, how do I feel about the next day? Am I confident about achieving my goals next day? What is it exactly that I want to do the next day? This way, when I'm going to bed, I already have in mind what I want to do for the next day, and my brain is ready. So this is for the day. Now let's talk about the weekly journal. Weekly journal is very important as well. You need to do the same exercise. So at the beginning of each week, you want to write down what are your priorities for the week. What is it that you want to achieve during this week? What is important for you? And then once you have this weekly goal in mind, you can break it down into daily goals. And then at the end of each week, same thing, do a retrospective on what went well, what went bad, and how you can improve and move forward. Now you're gonna do your journal monthly. So same principle at the beginning of each month. What is it that you want to achieve? What are your main priorities for the 4 weeks coming and all the days coming? And then break it down into weekly projects. And at the end of the month, same thing, retrospective on the month. What went well? What went bad? How can you move forward more quickly? What did you learn in the process? And what the future looks like for you now. And breaking it down your goals like this in year, month, week, and days is gonna help you be very flexible and have a clear action plan to achieve your goals. At the beginning, it's not gonna be easy because you need to go really deep in your goal and setting a plan. And to be honest, we are not really used to do that for our goals. It's not very natural to be there, take a goal and drill down, okay, what is it that I wanna do for the week, the day? It's not natural at all. So that's why it's not gonna be easy, it's gonna be a little bit challenging, but trust me, it's gonna be very rewarding. And when you're gonna look back in a few weeks, in a few years, you're gonna be like, wow, that's the best piece of advice I ever got. And that's a wrap. Journaling is a very powerful tool to help you set and achieve your goals very effectively. Remember that people that do that, they achieve their goals way more than people that don't. Here, one key I want you to remember is that consistency is key. You need to do this process daily. And treat your journal as your personal roadmap to success. Trust me, by dedicating time to think about your goals, putting them on paper, and reflecting on what you've done, you'll achieve amazing things. So now it's your turn. Grab your favorite notebook or your favorite note-taking app and start writing down your goals, classifying them in your areas of life, and breaking them down into milestones. Thanks for joining me today on this journey. If you liked this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and put a comment below on what is the most effective technique for you. Let me know if you have any question, and until next time, take care.